We're shaking, folks. Back with another reaction. Back with some more Social Distortion. Big shout out to Paulie. Indeed, I've been going through some other punk groups in the last couple months, and I did a couple of long Bad Religion watch-alongs. So I know it's been a bit since I've been away from the album, but only 2 tracks left, so it's back on the radar now, and we will finish it soon. But the penultimate track is All the Answers. Again, I have all the answers in lyrical form in the sleeve here, but we'll listen to the tune first. And I feel like it's the kind of phrase that you typically hear in negation. Yeah, like, well, I don't have all the answers, which, most people at any time in their life will not have all the answers to everything, but that's not necessarily an impediment to feeling or to acting. So, yeah, it's an interesting phrase to start with. Not quite sure what to expect, but given some of the other themes on the album and certainly some of the other lyrics across the different songs, I wouldn't be surprised if there is some sort of, I don't know, if not overt negativity, at least less than clearly optimistic or positive connotations. Let's see what I can catch on the first listen, and then we will look at the lyric sheet afterward. This is the second to last tune on Mommy's Little Monsters, Social Distortion's debut album from 1983, and the track is called All the Answers. Isn't it? It is on. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so I think, I didn't hear all the lines clearly, but I think I got a handle on what's happening there. I think he's talking about religious, cultural authorities in particular, maybe people in his life suggesting those types of ideas. Might not be religious ideas exclusively. We could be talking again in the realm of something like Bad Religion's Best for You, where whether it's someone saying this is what you gotta believe, or someone saying like, we know the real way to look at things in a social or cultural way. The idea that everybody seems to like, oh, I have the perfect thing, I've got the answer, and indeed, another Bad Religion song, The Answer. So it feels like it's that. It's like, oh, these other people, they don't want to listen to you. They don't want to know what you're feeling or thinking. They just want to tell you how you should be feeling and thinking. And then perhaps at some point through circumstances and the actual developments of life, those people who proclaim to have all the answers will be exposed as, not having anything of the sort. So that's what it felt like it was running in, or the themes it was running with generally. Let's see what we have here, and as I keep saying, it's incredibly difficult to read. Is it, they're all like, I keep forgetting, they're out of order here, right? Are they on both sides? I see anti-fashion, but the one below it is not all the answers. Okay, here it is, but it's weird the way they arrange it. In any case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you can't, or you won't see these kids in heaven, okay? I heard the heaven line, but I didn't realize what came before it. Colored blue and funny clothes, so punker kids, like kids that aren't listening to the, major label and radio approved music. They are the menace of today, and they won't listen to what you say, but don't forget that they're your future. So it's a bit different than I was thinking. I mean, in a way, it's more of a threat to the old guard, if you will, less overtly like, man, they won't listen to me, so I have to, try to pull back from their belief systems that they themselves, ultimately, eventually know aren't completely valid. But it's more like, I believe all the answers bit may be similar, but it's more oriented about these young kids, not so much the systems they're rejecting, at least at the opening here. They're loud, they're obnoxious, they're proud, they are conscious. But don't forget that they're your future. These kids are accused for all the violence. These kids are accused, kids are accused for all the violence, but you can't even keep them silent. And you thought you had all the answers. You won't be able to make them pay, because they're not going to fade away. And don't forget that they're your future, and you thought you had all the fucking answers. So yeah, again, not even specifically about the religious views of an older guard or a more mainstream, what is acceptable to do type of attitude. It's more of like, hey, we do our own thing. We don't dress like you. We don't, put our hair like you do. We don't do the things you do, and that's fine, because guess what? You don't have all the answers. We're very certain of that. So it felt less like individual journey of the person who's like, as I became older, everyone started telling me, you got to believe this and you got to believe that, but no one wanted to hear what I say. It's more like, hey, we're saying certain things, and whatever you think about it, you better get used to it, because we're going to be here a while. We're the future. So yeah, really interesting tune, and one that had a bit different of an angle than I realized, even catching some of the words. So again, shout out to Paulie. You are massively appreciated. When we come back for the final tune of the album, it is Moral Threat, which, God, it seems to dovetail so perfectly from this one. So yeah, I'll try to do that one relatively soon. I'll make that the next punk rock reaction, which hopefully it's in the next, several days. So I do appreciate the patience with everything. Let me know what you think of the tune, and I will see you then. Peace.